Hey everybody, it's Regina Leeds, the Zen organizer. And I thought this week I would just speak for a moment about my New York Times bestseller, 1 Year to an Organized Life. It was the fifth of 10 books that I wrote, and it's my baby because of the experience that went with writing it. My editor for that book and for 4 others was Katie McHugh, and she just had a birthday yesterday. If she's watching, happy birthday, Katie. Katie taught me what an editor is, what an editor should do. And it was the privilege of my writing life to do 5 books with her. I just don't know how to thank her. So the one question that I'm always asked is, can I begin 1 year to an organized life in, and then some other month is mentioned because it's not January, or do I have to wait for January? No, you do not have to wait for January. And the funny thing is, I answer that question in the introduction. So what I've learned is nobody reads an introduction to a book. I think it's the only book you're going to need to help you organize absolutely anything. I think it will explain to you how organizing is really part and parcel of your spiritual conscious life. And it's fun. And I tell great stories. I'm a storyteller by nature. So that's how I teach a lot in this book. You get specific instruction, but you also get stories. So you hear about other people and you go, oh, I understand. It's always, it brings a point of teaching to life if you can show how somebody else learned. Now, so what happens is I would read the introduction and I would read the first 2 chapters just so you understand the lingo and the philosophy and what the whole purpose of the book is. And then let's say in January you're moving. Well, then you should jump right to August and read the book about moving. Let's say that you're going to take a big trip. You're going to go somewhere where there is no COVID and you're safe. I don't know where that is, but it was for sake of example. You would probably want to jump to, I believe it's July, that's about travel. So it's not that you necessarily may spend an entire year going through the book. You may not have a garage, an attic, or a basement. You may not have your own home over which you have full authority. You may be an adult who has had to come back home and live with your parents due to economic circumstances. So organizing under those circumstances is going to be a little different, right? Anyway, then for each chapter, there is an introduction to the chapter, and then each week has its own lesson. And at the end of the month, there is a little synopsis of what you should have learned in each week, or what was covered, I should say. And there is an affirmation for every month. And I thought, just for grins, I would read the affirmation for October, which is about getting the dining room ready, because under normal circumstances, what we have coming up are the big meal celebrations, right? Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah. And they're going to look different this year, but that doesn't mean that you can't modulate what's in the book to suit current circumstances and how you are responding to them. And I'm looking at my Band-Aids, my skin. I have COVID eczema. I am a good girl. I've been washing my hands every 5 minutes and they're breaking out. So I have to go see a dermatologist actually, but I digress. The affirmation for the month is, I honor the souls of all who enter my home. The environment welcomes those who live here, those who visit, and those who come to help my family. May everyone who enters feel blessed. So that's a little bit about my book and how it works, and I hope that gives you an invitation to buy it and maybe start in January. I'm going to have a program and it's going to be really special. I'm going to create a way for you to be with me always. Learn the basics with me and then always have me at your beck and call. And then you won't have to be one of those clients who spends $10,000 a year having me literally do their home. You can do your own under my direction. So stay tuned, stay vigilant, wear a mask, my lovelies, stay 6 feet away from those other human beings on the planet, and for the love of God, vote. All right. Much love to everyone, and I'll be back next week with something from Zen Organizing.